Yo.
What? I can't get hyped on my own show? Then what's the point? What's the point of having a show if you can't get hyped on your own show?
You're breaking it down. Technically, you're actually getting it low. But I hear you.
You see, folks, when you get old like me, you can't catch up on the lingo.
Sheesh.
What, the kid's getting crump, right?
Nah, you'd be turning up, technically, not breaking it down.
It's not the 90s anymore.
Then, no, it's not.
It's not that kind of hype, baby. It ain't that kind of hype, no. No one's doing the Kid and Play anymore.
You sure they even know who Kid and Play is?
I don't know.
Their version of House Party stars Lil Uzi Vert, man.
Oh,
if there is one.
Don't want.
No, he's actually not so bad.
Did they even make that movie?
No, I don't think they did yet.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
it's coming.
Well, wasn't there a remake with was it Omarion?
Yeah,
or B2K, I think.
Don't know if that happened or if it did.
No, that one did.
That was one of the sequels.
Yeah, it was like a sequel, kind of like the new generation kind of thing.
Yeah, no.
Wild.
Lots of legends in that movie, though, in the first House Party.
See, I was always told I couldn't watch the first House Party, and now I'm wondering, as a 37-year-old, why I couldn't watch the first House Party, because I'm sure it wasn't that, gritty and NC-17. Like, there's nothing.
No.
Maybe a boobie, but it's black comedy, so probably not even that.
Barely, nothing that bad from what I remember.
Exactly.
I think, what's his name? There's a comedian named Robin something that like he was going to be like the next big dude that ended up like passing away sadly, but like that movie had him in it, and he was like basically like what Bernie Mac kind of became in movies, or he's like the old man that's like, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. And Martin Lawrence is in it. A good chunk of people from the Martin Show are in it, I think.
Yeah, I think like all like the girls, both Tisha and
Tina Campbell and something, or was it Tina Arnold?
Tina Arnold and Tisha Campbell.
Yeah, that's it. Tina and Tisha.
And then Full Force are in it. They're like the bullies of the movie.
Full Force.
Now, if you look up the production crew, Full Force, you're gonna be like, oh my god.
Jesus.
They did. I think they did the, the song. I wonder if I'll take you home.
You
still be that old. Yeah, I think they were.
Well, there was a remix to that, wasn't there?
That was though. The other one was "Don't Funk with My Heart" by Black Eyed Peas, but they did the original.
Yes.
So they sampled.
Don't funk with my heart. God damn, that was a run where we really had no control over what was going on. When I say black people were like, "What do you mean culture?" We were like, "Just go, sell it out, go nuts, whatever." It's the 90s again.
Especially Will.i.am being like
the hip hop purist that he is.
Yeah,
boy.
With Black Eyed Peas having that song, he had a song on one of it on Bridging the Gap. Where the whole song is about.
I remember that song.
I have those two first albums.
Yeah, the whole song is about like essentially don't sell out the culture.
No. Then they found money and cocaine. And
Fergie.
Allegedly.
Well, no, didn't I remember there was I think Leo Cohen said he was talking to Will.i.am, and Will.i.am was like, "Yo, man, how do we get bigger?" And he's like, "Do you really want that You really want that doorway?" And he's like, "Yeah, man." And so, okay, well, we need Fergie, and everybody else needs to rap less, and then here you go.
Leo Cohen. You're gonna ask King Culture Vulture. Wow.
The thing that sucks too is they had a girl in the crew.
Yeah, it was Estelle, wasn't it?
No, a black girl.
Oh yeah,
another girl. She was in Joints and Jams. You see her in the music video for Joints and Jams.
Yeah, she dipped.
And then they ended up cutting her.
Yeah.
And there's a couple years later they had Fergie, and she was just like, she's literally singing all the parts I used to sing.
Yeah, you could find a YouTube video of her. I think maybe was it New York Times, I want to say, or the New Yorker, or somebody like one. They like it's done very well and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, they did like a whole in-depth interview.
But Kanye does the same thing too. Very low key. You got to be really nerdy to find it.
Yeah,
like when he did that music video, was it "Fallen in Love" with him and Kim Kardashian? She's naked on the bike and stuff. And end of the song, he goes, Jeromey's in the house, watch your mouth. Jeromey's. I'm like, why is he quoting Martin? Why is he? Jeromey's in the house, watch your mouth, without a doubt. Like, just randomly in the song.
I like that Kanye is just insane. And that's just what it is.
I don't know. I remember Skinny was saying he's... Go on, sorry.
I was just saying, we just all just accept that the man's unbalanced and then says, oh, it's because I'm bipolar. And we're like, okay, are you doing anything to help with balancing and adjusting so that you feel more comfortable in yourself? And no, I feel comfortable as I am. Oh, okay. I mean, it's just because you're kind of swinging pretty heavily, and it's those episodes are...
I got $1 billion.
Yeah, those episodes can have detrimental effects on your relationships with people and connecting with people because it's hard for them to adjust to the swings that you have.
Man, fuck people.
Yeah, exactly. And then that's his attitude. Exactly. His attitude afterwards is like, fuck people. It's just like,
that's the best attitude to have, yo.
Kim's trying to keep me from my kids. Kanye.
Yeah.
We all see.
Yeah.
We're seeing everything.
We witness what you're doing to Kim. Even if you
I
think
am
Kim
not-
is a monster.
We
I am not
want you to be
judging.
good
I'm not
for your
jumping
kids.
in. Nope.
Live for your children.
I'm letting
man.
this jump rope game pass. I am not trying to jump in on this thing. Nope.
on
Mm-mm.
Kanye.
Sorry.
And why Kim has a right to be like,
I'm
don't
just
know if
leaving it alone.
I don't know if I feel comfortable with you being around the kids when you're making music videos of killing the guy I'm dating. Stuff like that might make me second guess if I want to bring you around the kids, Kanye.
Yo, but am I bringing? Okay, fine. But as a father, I'm allowed to get mad at who you bring my kids around. Sure, don't bring around me, but don't bring around that little. Anyways, nope.
Sure.
Nope.
By all means,
Leaving it alone.
But question: is the best way to make that point making a music video in which you kill the person?
Nigga, I don't know. The bitch has a show has been talking about everything already. I don't know.
Hold on. But the guy she's seeing has been consistent.
Yeah.
Consistent in what?
She hasn't jumped from
consistent in jumping from mad girls and going from damaged man to damaged man.
No. She's been dating that one guy.
Yeah.
Right.
For that stretch of time that he's been mad at her.
Right.
He's been jumping from girl to girl to girl to girl to girl to girl to girl.
I don't understand. what
I'm saying.
I don't understand what I do has to do with that.
I'm saying if she was jumping from man to man to man after they had split up, then fine. I completely understand Kanye's annoyance with that.
Yes.
But I'm just saying,
can we move on?
It's been one dude.
Can we move on?
I think I understand. I think, Jaws, I get what you're saying. You're essentially saying that Kim is in a relationship with someone and she's trying to be in a consistent, like, committed relationship with someone. And it seems like, based on what we've seen, supposed tweets that have been not tweets, but DMs that have been sent through whatever means, that in conversation, it has been said, hey, I'm not trying to be a negative force in your life. I'm with your ex and I would love to work this out. And Kanye's reaction is, let me make more videos and tweets in which I'm killing you, or in which I post it's me and my crew versus your crew, or I'm gonna go on Drink Champs and talk about how I hate the nanny and I hate the publicist and I hate this person, and a lot of pointing fingers, a lot of guns pointing at people, bing, 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 bing. But at no point do I ever say, maybe acting this way is why my ex is uncomfortable with me being around the kids.
Again, you just looped the point, and I'm still on the point of what does her not dating multiple people have to do with the fact of I don't want you bringing them around that guy.
I can explain that.
No, I don't want you to explain that. I'm just trying to.
But you just asked the question.
I'm trying to learn y'all on some shit called nobody's gonna like random niggas around their kids.
Oh, sure.
Done.
Well, okay,
regardless of how consistent you've been.
No, you're right.
It's Skeet Davidson. All right. Listen, the guy's track record before her has been. If Ariana Grande says you're a dickhead, people need to watch out for you. Sorry.
I mean, Ariana Grande was a teenage pop star who was licking donuts in shops and acting like she ran the world.
Right.
But I don't take her opinion on anything.
No, but like,
she goes from Asian to black to Latina to whatever.
There's some dark shit there where like she was dating Mac Miller before, then she started dating Pete, and then apparently word on the street is Max tried to reach out to her. Pete blocked that shit. No more Mac. I'm not.
Whoa, Skinny.
I'm not putting it out there.
That's a big jump.
Skinny, stop. You're trying to.
No.
You're not trying to say,
No.
but in the statement you just made, you're threading a needle that when Mac Miller reached out to Ariana Grande and could not connect with the love of his life, sadly, he soon after died.
I'm not threading that. You threaded that. I just threw those words.
Wait, what did you just say then?
Yeah, what did you?
I'm confused.
Sorry.
I was
Jaws,
listening to what you said,
right.
and I was like, okay.
Skinny, let's let you repeat it word for word what you just said before, and we will stay mum and quiet, and we'll just listen. Okay,
Respectful.
Respectful. All right, we're listening.
Okay, so as I allegedly threaded this,
sorry. I centered.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on.
According to you guys, I
allegedly.
All I gotta say is, Pete's bad news. I don't care how consistent you are and how like playful and nice you're playing for the cameras right now. Nah, I'm gonna act irate. I'm not saying I'm justifying it. It's wrong. Kanye is wrong. Sure, I'm not justifying it, but I'm saying I'm gonna act the same irate as he is, especially if I saw Danielle end up with Pete Davidson right after I done
that's fair. No. I just needed to know that you didn't think Kanye was in the right.
Not in the right. I understand it, but it's not in the right. That's kind of that's how you get a That's
you know what?
How you get a female like that to understand, because if your whole life's on media, it's like the only way to get to her is through media.
I was saying to somebody today, there's a difference between understanding something and accepting something.
Mm-hmm.
So I 100% get what you're saying. Likewise. You understand that what Kanye is doing is wrong.
Yeah.
But you also understand where he is coming from.
Yeah.
But you don't accept that how he's acting.
No.
It's not okay. Cool.
As a bipolar person who is openly bipolar, probably not taking all the meds and being like, hey, well, fuck what people think.
Yeah.
I'm probably act the exact same way, being that right. Maybe not as extreme, but again,
and we're also saying it does not excuse it. That's one of the other things we know.
However, if you're like, say your ex is in media like that, and y'all are next door neighbors, and she may not be paying attention to you, trying to get, you know what I'm saying? The only way to reach a mind like that is fuck up her media.
She thrives. Her whole family thrives on the drama.
But they thrive on the drama, but doesn't mean she's gonna answer your phone call when you're trying to be like, hey, yo, hi, Kim. So I'm really trying to resolve this with these kids. It's been 8 calls. We live next door. I see you in the backyard. You're not answering. Girl, I see you. Can we just resolve this? I see Pete driving my kid around the guarded community. I'm not really loving that. Can we talk about this? Oh, you don't want to answer? Oh, girl, this is message 13. You really don't want to answer me? You want to play with Ye like that? And then you're Ye by yourself at home. All right? Like, consequence ain't there. You know what I mean? Rhyme Fest ain't there. Niggas ain't the motherfuckers ain't trying to help you.
Consequence ain't there. Rhyme Fest ain't there.
You're at your house.
In the house.
Exactly. DJ High Tech. Talib Kweli ain't there to be like, yo, shut up. What's his name?
I mean,
ain't like, yo, why'd you do that to me?
That's it. There's no Yassine. There's the guy from Genius isn't there, so I told Kanye. Like, he's not there. You don't have D-Ray there. You're by yourself. So what are you gonna do? Some random shit by yourself.
Wow.
Which will get you in trouble. We've all been there. I've been
Chicago there. That is all of Chicago in your mansion there.
Right? You need
88
Chicago.
keys.
88 keys.
88 keys just sitting outside being like, homie, I can help. No?
Right?
Okay.
No. He himself is divorced, so I don't know if you want 88 keys helping. Shout out to 88 keys. I do talk to you over Instagram, so I'm sorry.
Oh, shit. That was so funny.
But yeah.
You just literally a memory lane of Kanye's like past, like, you know,
right, people who aren't at his house with him currently. This guy got Bon Iver with him, and the dude who mixes his shit. Like, come on, man.
I like that the first person you said was consequences in there, because it also sounded like you were saying the consequences of the actions are. That was good, because that's what I thought you were saying at first until I realized. I was just like, oh, okay.
Truthfully, I want to rhyme like common sense.
Common sense.
Oh man, no common either. Wow, no common.
Yeah.
Just push it.
I want to say. I want to say also Kid Cudi, but you know they ain't messing with each other anymore.
Oh
like that.
Yeah, they big.
But Pusha T's kind of like Kanye's my older brother.
Yeah,
whatever my older brother wants to do.
Yeah, Pusha T
He's
is
always
that
been like
friend that when you break up with someone will tell you like,
There's
let's go get some pussy.
Yeah.
And it's just
Pusha
like,
T's
no,
that
dude,
guy.
I don't need to. That's not what I need right
nah,
now.
dude, I don't.
And he's
Actually,
just like,
yeah.
let's get high then. It's like, no, dude, what? He's just like,
Actually, for real, to speak on Kanye having been stable and being with like just one person, no guy has left a long relationship in which he's procured over song how much he's loved said female prior and just left the relationship and jumped into a new one. And like most guys have some messy little speebity boops on the way to something else before they realize, man, I needed just a hug from my mom's. Oh wait, she's not here. Damn, back to this. Like, you mean, like,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
that's what it is, though.
I agree with.
I mean, yeah, we know that.
Then,
I
completely
like
to look alike until you find yourself, then you realize, nah, man, I need to sit down. I need a hug from my mom's. His mom is currently, here,
and he blames himself for that.
Right?
He blames himself for bringing her out to LA, and then she trying to.
Yeah, man.
Big old cross to bear like that.
Bunch of stuff going on.
I do think though that maybe if he spoke to someone,
nah, man.
It's tough to talk to him.
I know, but I feel like he needs the help. Like
imagine Jay's trying to talk to him, and then
no, I mean like a therapist.
And then Kanye's like, "Yo, Jay's trying to kill me" and stuff on shows.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I feel like he needs to talk to a therapist. And someone he trusts, someone he researches, someone he feels comfortable with. Because if anyone suggests somebody to him, he's gonna think that they're in their pocket. Like if Jay said, "Yo, I got someone for you to talk to," he's gonna think, "Oh, you work for Jay." So I get that, but I feel like at some point, Kanye might need to be like, "Okay, I need to help for me to get back to where I was with my kids, and if it's not gonna work out with Kim, I need to at least be in a place where Kim will answer the phone because the way I'm acting now, she doesn't feel comfortable doing so. Then I might need to do something and make some decisions that I might not like at first, but I'm doing them for my kids."
But I would assume right now it's gotten better because he's on episodes of the new Kardashian show that they have.
Yeah.
So
good God. Was that whole thing a run for the new Kardashian show?
Of course it was. God damn it!
Yeah, that's on what? Disney Plus, National Geographic, one of the other Hulu, one of them.
Yeah, one of them.
One of them channels.
One of them.
God damn, that's dark. If that's what happened,
probably is what happened.
There's no easy way to transition out of that. I wanted to.
Are you going to say Pusha T and No Malice back together again performing?
Oh, really?
clips are back.
I didn't even hear that one. When did that get announced?
That was sometime this week.
Oh shit,
man! Back performing.
This is what happens when I stop following Pusha T on socials. Because I was just like,
I remember he kept saying that. Oh, I think we're gonna come back. We're gonna come. I'm like, well, I don't know. No Malice is about his Jesus. He's called himself No Malice, not Malice. No Malice. I don't think he's coming back. And then they're like, oh, no, we're performing together. I'm like, oh,
I wasn't checking for his verses like that anyways.
They hosted an onstage reunion at Pharrell's Something in the Water Festival.
Yeah.
Did they perform?
Reunite for the first time in over a decade. They hosted an onstage reunion. I don't know if they performed.
Because that's the thing. No Malice was just like, I don't want to perform my old tracks.
And yeah, exactly.
What are you here for?
Yeah.
Ass.
The duo last teamed up on the duo last released an album in 2009. Though Pusha and Malice teamed up on Kanye West's 2019 Jesus is King, guessing on Use This Gospel. Okay.
I ain't listening to none of them albums, man.
I know. Yo, I gotta say, I haven't listened to the new Drake.
Yeah, I bumped it a little bit on my way to work Friday, and I was just like, every song sounds the same, but this ain't terrible.
I didn't listen to the new Beyonce track.
There's a new Beyonce. No, I ain't.
That's all of Drake.
I'm not subscribing to that. What'd you say, white boy? What?
So that's all of Drake.
You watch your mouth. You watch your mouth. You watch your mouth. You watch your mouth. You Billy.
Nothing was the same again except there's one album full of 20 songs.
You watch your goddamn mouth. Coming in here.
I like. You know what's skinny? You know what I really loved about Kanye when he was like, "Hey, Grammys, how much do you need for an album to be like applicable?" Yeah, 7 songs. Every music album is 7 songs. Drake's sitting here with 21 songs on his album, and you're like, why is it?
Let me besmirch. First of all, Dave, You can't come in here and say every Drake song is like that. If you haven't peeped, nothing was the same. Fucking take care. Nah, you don't. You come with that energy.
See, it did it. I couldn't get that far because I just got lost with like which one. Oh wait, no, I can't because it's all the same.
All you white people sound like when you talk about black music. Y'all can't take the soul.
No. Hey, no.
Y'all can't take the soul.
Are you,
First of all,
are you saying he's not black? Oh my god!
No, I'm
Dave,
not
that's
saying
just
that,
rude.
but I am going to say he's the closest to whitewash there is. But anyway, that's all other shit that I'm talking about.
Dave's saying, hey, don't forget, half of Drake is Jewish.
Yeah,
Shalom,
brother. Hold on, you trying to get us canceled out here? Look, that's a different kind of cancel.
God, that was hilarious.
Dave.
Oh, shit.
Work with a mouth. He ain't lying.
Yeah.
He ain't lying.
All right, so Drake.
No, you really gotta listen to those 3 albums though.
Because
And,
say good transitions. You should talk about the Lazarus Project. We gotta try and bring Drake, but he has to like rise from the ashes from like
I'm gonna rise from my foot being in your ass. The fuck you talking about?
I was trying to go
I
segue to
I wanted
do the
to
right
talk
thing.
about people being charged $1.50 first because we didn't even
Oh,
talk
okay,
about that.
cool.
That's what I wanted to.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. All
So
right,
for
go on.
anyone who's watching who didn't find out, if you guys are in Canada,
Wow.
up here, the major theater that we have is Cineplex. They pretty much own Cineplex Odeon. They pretty much own all the theaters across the country. They pretty much run the game here. And they just introduced that they're going to be adding back their $1.50 fee for online and app ticket purchases. And a lot of people are big mad.
Are they trying to get people to not go to movies ever now? Like, what are they doing?
So I want to ask you guys. I just want to ask you guys a question. I'll put it to you this way. I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Oh God.
I have to. Someone has to do it. So I have Cineplex.com. I have the app. Anytime there's a major film like No Way Home or all these films, the Endgame, our app and site crash because we do not have a proper infrastructure.
Right.
To rebuild the infrastructure, to have all the server space, and to make sure that it never goes down. We've run the numbers, and we realized we got to start charging people so that we can consistently put money into upkeep on the site, so that the site is always able to manage. So now I decide to put $1.50 charge. What is the other option you guys would feel comfortable with? Because they have to raise the money somehow.
Well, first of all, I somehow blame Uber for this with all their ridiculous extra fees that they charge people.
But
But
was my cut.
to be honest, like
if I'm not getting the cut from the driver, I'm not getting. I am getting my cut from the driver. I am getting my cut from the restaurant, and now I'm getting my cut from you.
Oh yeah, that's Uber's model.
that's basically it.
Get a cut from everybody.
What is it that they say now? The biggest hotel company in the world owns no property, Airbnb. The biggest taxi company in the world owns no cars, Uber. Like the biggest delivery service company in the world owns no cars, Uber. Like these guys don't actually own anything. You're paying or you're signing up to work with them so that they can give you gigs to go out and do things, or you're paying them to connect you so that you can rent someone's house for a week. But they don't own anything. They're just sites and apps, which is crazy when you think about it.
And an answer could be just sell yourself to Amazon. But no, there's no other way. There's no.
Did you hear the most recent thing? Apparently, in the States, Amazon is burning through the amount of the people that they can hire, and they will run out of staff. The turnover rate is so high, they'll run out of staff in some places in the end of this year, or some places the end of next year.
Oh,
wow!
Yeah,
for some of their warehouses.
Yeah, for their warehouse work.
They're running through staff in those towns so fast that they can't. They won't be able to re-up.
So it's either
they're gonna close down and just move.
Yeah,
they'll have no choice.
That's unfortunate, but that's what I think they would do.
You know what's even scarier? The longer I think about it, the more I get the whole point of what was Boots Riley's movie?
Oh, the horse one.
Yeah, the horse one. That makes way more sense.
Hated that movie so much.
But no, rewatch it now with everything.
With the horse movie with where they turn into them shits.
Was it Thank You or not? Yeah, where they're speaking in the white voices and stuff.
Yeah.
That movie is so fucking long for no reason.
But rewatch that movie with all the stuff you know about Amazon. Yeah, and you're like, oh, okay, that's the point he's making.
That's a long point, dog.
Well, the horse part comes out of nowhere. And
that's
you're like,
a fucking
what?
3-year turnover.
Yeah, dude. My thing is like, don't get me wrong. You want to make a movie and make a point, I'm all for it. I was so into the movie, and then when it got to that end with the horse thing, I was just like,
Yeah, that freaked me
I'm
out.
sorry.
That freaked me out.
I get the point you're trying to make. I don't think you needed to double down this hard to make it. You have been making it throughout the whole film. This just feels like
Nah, he knows we're
overkill.
stupid.
Yeah,
He knows
it
we're
was
stupid.
You know what the answer was though, Brian, to the $1.50
Cineplex?
charge?
Yeah.
You just make your tickets $1.50 more now in general.
Well,
Yeah.
there is quote unquote a workaround.
Yeah, you just go in person.
You just go in person, or you go on an off day or something. Because I think the charge is only there when you're buying online, when it's like a spike up or it's a very popular spike.
Oh, really?
Site.
I understood that.
But how do you? So like, if you go for Spider-Man tickets, you're charged it. But if you went for like,
are you sure about that?
Buttless Hobo movie?
That's what I read in the article that we had.
Oh, I didn't understand that there was going to be a. I know that they did that in the past. Other theater companies have done that in the past for Star Wars and Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
Like The Last Jedi and stuff. They did add a surcharge because so many people were buying tickets.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know that the plan is that to continue to do it only on like high volume films. I understood that they were adding it to everything moving forward.
I thought it was only specifically to certain stuff, not everything.
So they're causing segregation in your purchases now?
I feel like people are going to be mad no matter what, even if it's just for the super popular movies or if it's...
Canada's largest film exhibitor says it has introduced a $1.50 booking fee that applies to each ticket purchased through its mobile app and website.
Right.
Specifically. However, not everyone will have to pay the new service charge. Cineplex Inc. says purchases made in person at the box office, ticket kiosks, or concession stands will not be subject for the fee, while members of the Scene Plus Rewards program will pay a reduced $1 per ticket. Oh, sorry. Companies
and then
subscription waived.
I got the subscription, so I don't pay anything.
Right.
Because you were already paying the $1 fee before they put in the $1 fee.
Well, I'm paying $11.50 a month to get a free movie every month.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Yeah. That's why I was telling you guys earlier today, the fact that movie tickets are $12.50 and I'm paying $11.50 a month and I get a free movie, I literally pays for itself. Especially since I don't have to use the movie that month, it carries over.
Oh, really? So you get a banked movie?
Yeah.
So like you could go a year and just have a bank of 12 movies and see them all in one month.
No, I think they're gonna close that up. I don't.
Yeah, Josh is right. That is definitely
shut you down for that.
That's the thing. I have the subscription now. The second they change the subscription that it's not worth it, I'm gonna cancel it.
Yeah.
Right now, the only reason it's worth it for me is I'm paying less for month than one ticket. And like I was telling you guys, from July till December of last year, I saw 10 movies. So it already covered for itself in just that time, because they canceled the subscription at the beginning of last year when the theaters were closed.
Yeah.
So they only opened it back once the theaters opened back. So then I didn't have to do anything. They weren't charging me, and then they started charging me when the theaters opened back. And then I saw 10 movies, so it paid for itself for the year.
Well, if anything, you got paid to 50 cents a movie.
I mean, I won't say it that way, but
so here's my little mix up here. More recently, Cineplex has dabbled in other upcharge experiments that included charging an extra $2 for prime seats, quote unquote, at a few of their busier theaters.
Yeah.
It also tacked on an extra $1 to reserve seats at showings of Star Wars Last Jedi in 2017.
Right. That's what
like you mentioned.
Yeah.
So my bad. I misread that.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I mean, I feel like when it comes to this whole situation, I understand people being upset, but I just also understand Cineplex needs to figure something out. But I think Dave was right. Just raise the price of the tickets again, like you always do. You've been raising the prices for years. What people wouldn't have said anything if you raised the price of tickets.
Especially if it was $1.50. They would have been actually probably more shocked, like, oh, it's such a small increase.
Yeah, true, eh?
I would just go in person personally.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, unless it's like a
you still get
specific movie that you really want.
Yeah.
You
know? Take a day off, go super early in the day.
Camp out in front like old school style. The internet still beats you before they can even process your transaction.
Yeah. The seats that's the thing. The internet will cause, like, I imagine someone who decided to go super early and went to a kiosk to try and buy a ticket for Spider-Man probably still won't get the seat they want compared to the people online who are buying through the system. Which that's why you're paying the $1.50.
Don't get the nosebleeds.
Yeah.
I got nosebleed seats for.
I love that at theaters, nosebleed is the front row.
Yeah.
True.
Well, because you're holding your neck like
No,
that.
100%. I agree. I 100%.
Oh,
As soon as you said it and tilted your head back like your nose was
Yeah.
bleeding, I was like, that actually makes more sense than when you sit at the top of a stadium. Because I guess the idea used to be the nosebleed because the air was thinner, but
Yeah.
it makes more sense when you're saying nosebleed in the front row and your head's back like your nose is bleeding.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
What was it? Matrix Reloaded? That's the second one, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So that was pretty rough. So you get to the courtyard and the big fight scene, you're just like this.
I saw. What was the second Lord of the Rings movie?
Two Towers or
Two
something.
Towers.
I saw Two Towers in the front row with my buddy Chris.
I saw Van Helsing.
Oh,
neck.
God.
That wasn't even
man.
that good to begin with.
Yeah, I was about to say at that point I would have walked out.
I think the worst one I had was IMAX, bottom left-hand corner, 300.
Oh, wow. At that point, go home.
Yeah, it's such a good movie.
No, but I had
Angle.
that was like the second time I was seeing it, but this was another group of friends, but they wanted to eat first, then go see the movie. And this is before you can even choose your seating, so it just messed up everything.
Let's eat first. We'll get there on time. No,
Bottom left corner watching a movie, just diagonal the whole time. That's such an odd way. Yo, at least I was in the front. When Two Towers, I was in the front in the middle, and my buddy and I, it got so bad because we couldn't see everything. We started trying to lie back so we could see more of the screen. So we were both like we lifted the armrest. And we're like trying to lie across the seat and see more of the screen. It's just dumb. That's bad. Dumb shit. Speaking of dumb shit, the Lazarus Project. No, I'm joking.
What is this thing now? What?
I'm not gonna hate on that show at all. It was fucking fantastic. There's 8 episodes. It's from Sky Max, which is a British like Sky HD, Sky Sport. They're if you know the UK, they're one of the biggest producers of content, and they made a show about time travel. Super quick concept. Every year is on July 1st. There's the checkpoint. So until you get to July 1st, they have some sort of device or some ability to rewind time to July 1st. Only certain group of people are aware of it. So you find out in the show that 1963, Russia and the United States tried to kill each other. That was stopped because they rewound time. 1983, big explosions. Like there's multiple extinction level events that have happened that these guys have actively stopped every single time. And the show's kind of just crazy story of like, yeah, we have, a guy from Blackwatch from Scotland. You have a Dane from Denmark who's a Secret Service. You have a cop from Iceland. You have a British MI5. You have all these people work together. They get sent on missions around the world to try and stop the end of the world. And this is what they do. And, if they die in the process of doing it, but the mission succeeds, well, then so be it. You continue. If the mission fails, they go code black, reset everything, and everyone comes back. But some people remember. So,
but is this like a forever mulligan type scenario? Basically,
July 1st is your checkpoint. So every time you hit July 1st, if the end of the world was going to happen on June 30th, you have until June 30th at 11:59 to reset. Because if you don't, and it's going in.
Of every year, so every year, like their year end is not December; it's July 1st.
July 1st is the day that they can rewind to the last checkpoint.
So mad if it's June 8th and I'm at the casino and nigga hits July 1st and I'm like, nigga, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah,
no,
but yeah, that's
if I remember.
That's if you remember. If you're one of the things that I thought was cool, homeboy, that's the star of the show, the character George, the people that can remember naturally are called mutants, which I thought was great because the girl tells the guy, you're a mutant, not like Wolverine or anything, but still kind of cool. And I was like, that was a nerd moment for all of us because that was really fun. You find out that there's one dude who's had it since he was born.
And that's annoying for him.
It was he is broken.
I would be broken too.
But I think
explosion in '83.
Oh wait. When you say people are aware that the time goes backwards, are you talking about the people who are actively changing time, or are you talking about anybody and everybody on Earth?
No, only the people that work there and mutants are aware.
But like example, let's say they have their organization, they rewind time. Let's say I'm a mutant. Let's say I'm a mutant. We're having this conversation, and right now someone decides to rewind time.
Yeah.
Then you
Would I remember?
It would go to July 1st, 2021, by the way, because we're not.
Yeah.
And you would be the only one to remember out of the four of us.
That's such balls.
Yeah.
That's such balls.
All the redundant shit that you're going to have to do again, you have to do again.
For example,
the
guy that Skinny was saying, that I was saying, the one that had it since he was born, at one point, his mom puts him in his crib at the beginning of in an episode.
Oh my God.
They show the mom putting him in the crib. The next morning, the mom walks into the room and he's out of the crib walking and talking. And the mom's just like, the mom starts freaking out because she's like, what the hell's going on? So she calls a doctor and she said to the doctor, Doc, I've had kids before. My son has at least 6 months of development right now. He's speaking and walking and recognizes things that he did not know how to do yesterday. That does not make sense. And then that's you find out that this character from birth has been going through these rewinds every time, and they've had multiple in the 80s and the 90s, and he doesn't know what's happening at first.
Oh my God.
And it's great. His episode was really good. I really liked his story. I was just like,
that's nuts.
But imagine you get the restart, but like you had like the shittiest year, but then you get the restart and you just know all the things you're not supposed to do. Like a girl, the girlfriend tries to break up with you, like, yo, bitch, fuck you. You cheated on me anyways.
But does that still factor into you fucking with the timeline? Because if you actively are knowing to do shit that are not, I don't know.
But it doesn't matter at that point.
The timeline
doesn't
anything reset.
Yeah.
You're not fucking with the timeline. The timeline's been reset.
I'm killing everybody.
If anything, if you have like the best year ever, you get to just relive your best year.
Why is that the first thing you went to? I'm killing everybody.
Because if I remember, and I'm actually finally getting ahead of this shit, like it's level 8 in Mario Land, and you're like, oh, I jumped over this, and then someone hits the reset, and I remember every time, I'm coming for your ass. Stop resetting.
Yeah, but dude, think about it.
This is the ultimate slight. That's what it is.
Skinny, check this out.
I don't want to redo it. I already did it.
Yeah, but you could do it better and make even more.
Or I could never move on and just keep redoing these damn annoying points. No.
Yeah, but
I'm not living my life like that.
You just got to get to the checkpoint. Like I said, every year, July 1st, you get to the checkpoint, you're good.
Exactly. You get to the checkpoint until some idiot decides to reset it on like June 29th. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say this. This was pretty rough. There's a woman who gets pregnant.
Don't even do that.
And she gives birth during the checkpoint. They give birth before the checkpoint.
Wait, during the checkpoint or
no, before the checkpoint.
Okay.
So because she gave birth before the checkpoint, every time they reset, she goes back to being pregnant and has to.
God damn! Again, and that's a reason not for me to kill everybody.
And she's aware of it.
Oh, yo!
It was when I watched that episode, I was like, oh, this is why people are evil. Like,
super villains are created.
Exactly. Dude, the villain of the show is someone that used to work there, and you start finding out why, and you're like, oh, like my partner and I were watching the show, and we were both like, oh, I would start fucking people up too. Like we were both on the villain side at that point. I know, Skinny. I was gonna give it to you, but I just didn't want to give it to you before I explained why.
Boy, let me get that Rico. I'm up at your door, being like,
he was just like, I'm killing everybody, and he didn't even know how bad things got. He was just like, I'm killing everybody already.
Nah, because at that point, if you're doing multiple resets in 1983, we just know y'all are reckless. Do your job.
Oh yeah, dude.
Handle it.
In the episode 2018 specifically is the year that they had to reset maybe like 7 or 8 times, and it was really interesting to see like all the different timelines and variations that happened because they kept showing you different people in the 2018 reset, and there's some characters who didn't know yet that there was resets happening, so they're just going through the cycle over and over without knowing. And then later on he develops the power, and he's like, what happens is if you develop the power later on, your mind during a reset can start to collect the other memories. So he started like having flashes of other instances of things that he's done. Very interesting.
But then,
That's
like,
messed up.
imagine if you're like a kid,
No.
and then someone does it like 10 times to you in 1 year. Like,
Yeah.
how much you develop as a person.
Yeah.
Because let's say someone redoes it like 10 times, which hypothetically
Everything you're
speaking means
saying-
you relive 5 years.
Everything you're saying is the guy, the character that I was telling you about that had it since birth. He is so broken in the show. Like, whenever they save the world, they go out for drinks afterwards. And he always sits in the corner quietly, and the new guy's just like, "Hey man, why are you sitting alone?" He's just like, "I mean, these guys have been doing this recently. I've been doing this my whole life. It starts to weigh on you, man. Watching the world get destroyed over and over since you're a child and remembering all of it does not feel good." And I was like, "Oh my god!"
But like, what's destroying the world that these
Oh,
jackasses can't perform? Oh, nuclear shit.
Legit nuclear bombs. Like multiple instances where nuclear bombs just destroying everything.
Destroying the world, man.
This is clearly a sign to tell somebody, "Hey, we should probably get rid of those."
Oh
right
yeah.
right now.
This show is definitely leaning on the whole "let's stop trying to kill each other." Like, the whole show is about the bad guy gets his hands on a nuclear bomb, and the show is about them trying to stop him.
A nuclear.
So
Man.
wait. Turns out Skinny's the bad guy the whole time.
Yo,
Skinny's like,
Skinny's
yo,
out here like,
because you kept saying, yo,
Yeah,
if
you
I knew
did
this
say, I'm
happened, I
gonna
would
kill
kill everybody. And it's like, what if you had a
No.
bomb?
I'm killing everybody, meaning everyone responsible to resets. I'm not trying to Terminator 2 you off a fence type shit while you're watching kids play in a playground. That is the most haunting shit I've ever seen, and that still scares me.
That's the best deterrent, man.
Yeah.
That's the best deterrent I've ever seen put to film.
If someone mentions nuclear bomb to me, and my mind goes to Terminator 2 and girl hanging off the fence.
You have
That's
not seen any animes, have you, from the 80s? Because
I
they
don't-
do
no,
not
they're
care.
nuts. Animes from the-
They are way worse.
Animes from
And
the
James
80s
Cameron's
are
like-
super crazy.
James Cameron's like, let's see if I could do that.
Yeah.
Live action.
I heard them trying to do Akira live action. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, do Akira. See how that
Nah, I
see how
don't
that
want
ends
that.
up for
Fuck
you.
around and find out.
I don't
Yeah,
want to do
fuck around and do Akira live. See if some
I
crazy
don't
shit
want
doesn't
that.
happen to you.
Oh god.
That movie literally ends with a girl whispering, Akira, and the world blows up. Like, what the hell is that? Akira, boom. Like, what? What kind of sad shit
Safe to
is
stay
that?
for all the body horror with the arm.
No, I'm good. I'm super good.
I'm just telling people, I don't know when this show is going to come to the States or North America, I should say. But if you guys have access to sources, it's out right now and it's good. So check out Lazarus Project, because there's some crazy shit, man. There's some like code words, people just killing people. I was like, yo, this show, the first episode was great too, because homeboy develops the power and doesn't realize he has the power and just doesn't understand what's happening, and everyone, like his fiance starts acting like, it's like, what's wrong with you? And he's like acting super weird, and it's like another COVID exists in 2022. So he's like telling everybody in advance, you need to wear masks. You need and everyone's just like, you need to see a therapist. You're freaking people out. Like, and no one's listening to him. And he's just like, why is no one listening to me? And then the girl comes and sees him randomly one day and tells him, it's hard when no one understands what you're going through. But if it happens again, come and see me here. And she gives him a business card. And then, of course, it resets again. And you're like, what? It's kind of rough, though, because you don't really know why the second reset happens from the show's aspect. You learn about all the other ones, but that second one that she told him, come and see me if it happens again, when it happens again, how did she know they were going to have to reset? Because they usually only have to reset when there's like a global level extinction.
They're coming because there's a dude with a duck at his keyboard that's just like bowing back and forth and hitting fucking reset.
Homer Simpson.
Yeah, exactly.
man.
But Dad, I
Half-assing
thought you weren't
his
supposed
job.
to leave your desk. Don't worry, I got someone covering for me.
Yeah. See, that's the first
Nah,
one.
this is your fault.
The first
Comes back, gets knocked over.
God damn. Yeah, that's my 2 cents on Lazarus. People should check it out.
Lazarus Project.
Shit makes me worried, man. Anytime they come out with a show like this, it's because they've been doing it low key for 10 years.
Yeah, right.
No, that's it.
Yo, Skinny, don't even fuck with me because I had the same thought.
Bro, no.
You
remember?
Yo,
you
they've
remember
done this shit. That's how they do these shows.
what was the first the new James Bond there? Was it Casino Royale? You remember Casino Royale? Homeboy's on an 18-wheeler truck and he has a Nokia phone and then GPS on that bitch. Woo! I was like, what is this GPS? My God, mine doesn't look like that. My shit goes like tip. His shit's all like streaming and normal. 6 years later, Google Maps. Fuck out of here, man. Nah, bro. Anytime they come out with shows like this, because
Lazarus
really
Pit,
doing that shit.
the Lazarus Project, a real story from the future. Oh God, I hope not.
They're warning us, man. Some dude in MI6 is like, listen, I got to tell you something. We lost a bunch of times.
We lost a bunch of times. Let me tell you something. We done fucked up. How many times? 20 times. Are you serious?
This
year. You remember Y2K? Yeah, that's because some actual shit happened. And we were trying to warn y'all. And
you know how the Mayans said 2012? That shit happened. We just had to reset again.
We just reset.
Jesus. The Mayans from beyond the grave. We just meant change the calendar.
Oh,
we didn't say it was going to end. We said the ending of the calendar. Our calendars are 200 years long.
Cabin in the Woods, that shit happened. They just warned us. They made them put out a movie. Listen, you put out a movie warning people about us, and we won't kill you. All right. All right.
Oh shit. Wild shit. Did anyone watch Miss Marvel?
Yeah, boy.
Not today's episode.
Hell yeah. Didn't watch Kenobi though.
I didn't watch Kenobi.
I watched Kenobi at night.
Kenobi's the finale today, so
yeah.
Merc, you'll tell us if it was good after, but let's talk about Miss Marvel real quick.
Go for it.
Skinny, how'd you feel?
Well, I hate my TV mind. Oh man, off rip, I'm just like, well, they're evil.
Yeah.
Off rip, I'm just like, y'all are evil on some shit. Y'all don't give a damn. That lady's face didn't look evil, but the way she's like, I've been waiting to meet you.
No, fuck that shit. She had evil face. I'm gonna say it. I'm sorry. You know how some people have villain face?
Yeah,
people have villain face.
She had villain face.
Of course, people have villain face. They're called actors.
No.
What happens if she had evil face like, what's his name? Snape? But turns out he was a real one the whole time, man.
Right?
He's looking out for you the whole time, man.
There wasn't no Snape type real one shit.
No,
he was like, I will kill that ass.
Yes.
I'm gonna kill you.
From jump, when she gets the first time when she's in the car and she says, "I've been looking for you," you're like, "This bitch gonna kill you."
Right? The whole story, I'm just like, all right. So for like right off rip, I love what they did to the quantum bands. I love it.
Oh, okay.
I love that this is the story for the quantum bands. There is another band. Yes, sir. We all know that.
Yeah.
She has one. Someone else has the other one. I love that. That's sick. Don't know what the fuck's going to happen to Quasar, but I love it. I love this for now. That has been like engulfed into like East, Asian culture. Love it.
Yeah,
sick.
South Asian.
No, South Asian culture. Love it. Wow. Cameron, boy, you got so pushed off a building. Not even a building. Nigga, you died. And she didn't even flinch. That is so great how she loved, like, you have a crush on this dude. You see him fall from like 2 stories, drop down. Was that Whiplash? Is that the Wrecking Crew kind of? I don't understand.
Right. Okay. I was trying to figure out. I was just like, whose powers are you trying to mimic in this fight?
Because I know there's not Whiplash.
One guy has a mace, one guy had a whip thing like a chain, the other one had a spear. So it kind of felt like reminiscent of the Wrecking Crew in some way, but
there's that. If some guy messes up my name that many times in a dire situation, I'm gonna at least dups you in your face once. So stop calling me Brian. You know my shit's Bruno.
Hearing my own name. I'm not mad at it.
I'm gonna dups you in your come on, Brian, stay out of it. Shut up. All right, I made her costume. Shut your damn mouth. I'm at this wedding, not you.
Yeah, true. Big facts.
She fought really good in that kitchen, considering she made damn near broke a kid's ankle last week.
Yeah.
That was hard. Overall, really good. I don't get the not telling her parents after all that. It's like you're really stressed. They're just trying to help you. You messed up your brother's wedding. Just come on, just say it.
I agree. I was watching it and I was just like, you know what? I know that you don't want to reveal who you are to your parents. I get that for the purposes of the story, you can't.
Yeah.
But the way they wrote it, it felt like you could just tell your parents and they would support you.
Right.
Like it didn't feel like the parents would be angry at her or try and punish her in that moment. It felt like they would have supported her Like when the mom says, "You can tell me anything, I love you," I was like, "Girl, tell the poor woman, she just loves her, you're safe." Like,
especially if I feel like she's going to pass away later, anyways, because in the
Oh,
comics
shit.
it's just her dad and her. So I'm almost like, oh, mom and brother are going for sure.
oh damn,
Mom and brother are going, and then the ending with her.
I didn't realize the brother's not in the comics. I haven't read the comics.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I liked what this episode did. It was good. It had its action. It was cool.
Yeah, it had its silliness.
It had the silliness.
Yeah.
Not so much silliness. I don't really get her friend getting mad at her like that, but whatever, you know.
Yeah, I think that was just kind of like, we're gonna find out more in a bit. So
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Miss Marvel was good. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
People keep checking it out. I'm looking forward to the next episode, and it's almost finished, right? This.
Yo, how's that girl from Orange is the New Black keep like? Yo, why is Damage Control pushing this like almost racist?
Oh yes,
agenda?
the Warden. Yes.
The Warden from Orange is the New Black. She like lands these bitch roles. Like I don't know.
I didn't know where she was from. Thank you. I was trying to figure it out. I thought she was the girlfriend from House of Lies, the ex-wife from House of Lies. But no,
House
you're
of
right.
Lies. No, the ex-wife from House of Lies is a little bit more fine than that, but a little bit more skanky. This one, this one has like that.
I almost wish that was
you're not
more skanky.
you're not trying because like you're like that face. I'm not really down, but then but she's got some freak mouth. You probably should.
Oh my god,
she's got some freak mouth. That's
Jesus, you got some freak mouth. It's a crazy lie.
No, but like you look at her, you're like okay, yeah, goddamn mouth, right. All right.
I mean,
DSLs you're talking about.
John, do you want to talk about a show so we can move away from the wild?
No, I got no shows, man.
I'm helping you out of this.
I got no
shows, bro.
I'm
Can't
not
top that.
I'm not
Can't top
reading
that, man.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Okay.
I'm just saying she talks really like pretty, foul about people in the show. So you gotta, it's gotta be mean for something.
You just keep going.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Ooh, okay, speaking of freak mouth. Obi-Wan Kenobi?
I'll say this because
I'm gonna dip at this part because
no, I'm not gonna spoil. I won't spoil. I will say this. It was I enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed it till now, you will enjoy this episode. There's a dope ass fight.
This motherfucker.
Well, they're saying dope. How general is that? Every single Star Wars has a fight at the end of the show. Come on.
Especially because it's the season finale.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. That's no spoil.
Where are they gonna get to use the lightsaber?
And I'll say this, like, I considering all the rules they would have to adhere to make this proper continuity.
Yeah.
I like what they did. Like, I liked how they maneuvered the episode because you're there, like, because like example, like, and this is like nothing to say about anything now what's happening in this episode, but for example, like, when you watch New Hope, it's clear that Leia has met Obi-Wan in some shape or form.
Yeah.
Because she said, Obi-Wan, you're my only hope. So they know each other in some shape or form.
Well, a lot of people don't think they know each other because
they know of each other. There has to be obviously.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Whereas like
I never thought that what she said implied she didn't know who he was. But I have a lot of people I've seen online being like, "Oh, they're rewriting the history. They've never met." And I was just like, "Why would you
calls him by name?"
Yeah.
She calls him by name in a message from a droid.
Yo, I love
she sent the droid to his location. How does
guys? So you're preaching to a choir of the converted reading.
Sorry.
I believe in the same shit you
Sorry.
do. But you're right. I mean, you should be angry at these weirdos who are just like, it's not the pure story. It's like, this is literally the story. This would make sense.
So, like, in my opinion about that, they're full of shit. Like, they do a good job of not fucking that. I think if you sit back and do things logically, like when example, one question I had right away is like, well, wouldn't Leia remember him? And then right away I was like, well, he does call her Obi-Wan and everyone calls him Ben. So they obviously have to know of each other before New Hope happens. So like in Ben. That aspect, if you were to like think about things, they do a good job of not like fudging any of that shit up. Okay. So like, and overall it was a pretty good episode. I'm just trying to make sure.
If you have to think this hard that you might spoil it, don't say it. Just don't say it.
I'm curious if there is a future to Behold. That's
Okay, cool story. Let's
I was
get
gonna
away.
say
it's
all
worth.
those people.
It's worth. It's
I was
worth.
gonna say all those people complaining about, oh, they're messing around with the story. I want them to look in their movie collection, and if they have a VHS from the 90s
Yeah.
that has the original stuff before George Lucas put the little
Oh,
movements
true.
and the
Yeah,
special,
yeah.
it's not the special editions, then they can talk. If it's the VHS
Yeah.
or the laser disc,
I was just gonna say,
you know what I
if
mean?
you have the Laserdisc version, because he was so gung ho about Laserdisc. Yeah.
Or if they have the I know some fans like painstakingly put together the Laserdiscs ones together to make it HD and everything like that,
Oh wow.
and to have like the original cut without, like Han shoots first because he's an asshole, because that's what
Yeah.
he is, and all that stuff. Like if they have
I
that
never
version,
understood why people wanted to change that.
I think he wanted to make it more kid friendly, like, make him like, but it's like, no,
No, he's about like he's an asshole.
yeah.
Like he's
He's a smuggler. There's
He's
no
a smuggler.
And then I think people
He's like a
didn't like
pirate, man,
in
like-
I think people didn't like in Rogue One, where one of the rebel guys was like, I had to lie and cheat and he killed people in front, and it's like, yeah, it's a war. It's
Yeah.
a war going on.
You don't
guy-
win
everyone's
wars by
gonna be
being
the
nice.
noble. No.
The guy that's gonna be the star in Candor, right? That dude,
Yeah.
Diego. who
Yeah,
was-
Diego, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was weird that people were mad. They're just like, this is Star Wars. Guys, Star Wars hasn't been for the kids for a minute. Like, I know you guys
Yeah.
think Star Wars is for the kids, but let's put into perspective that you have people cutting people's limbs off with laser swords.
Every second.
Every movie has
It's
someone
still
who
like
if the
Han
Empire is-
Solo.
If the Empire is order, and then the Rebel Alliance are rebelling against the
Yeah.
order, it's in the name.
Yo,
I love it. I love it.
some people just
The
don't
most
get it.
basic explanation. Let's just use the words we know. And
Yeah.
what do the words we know mean?
It's like the people that only now in their 30s and 40s realize that Rage Against the Machine was raging against the establishment. And it's like, what did you think, Todd? The machine was your mom? Like, what
Yes.
the hell's wrong with you, dude?
You know what I
Machine was your mom.
You know what I never really loved about Star Wars, that they don't treat with other things from our age, like Star Trek and Ninja Turtles. They don't do this. Star Wars people always feel like they know better than the motherfuckers who created it.
Yes.
You don't see people coming at Ninja Turtles or Star Trek like this. Well, Eastman and Laird will literally be
Star Trek.
maybe
but
Star
not-
Trek,
I like a little bit, but there's legit
You know what I mean?
points.
Yeah, Eastman and Laird would just shut you down and be like, you want us to just make them all red bandanas?
Yeah.
You want us to just make them all go away? Because we'll do that. Like, Luke, I would, if I was George Lucas before selling it, I wouldn't take any of this shit.
I don't think he did.
True, he didn't.
I think
He took a lot
legit,
of
he
flack
did
for
not.
Jar
He just
Jar.
did whatever the hell he wanted to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jar Jar Binks. That was a clear slap for y'all to be like, y'all want to keep telling me what to do? You're gonna
Yeah,
get
yeah,
this Jar Jar.
yeah.
Well,
True,
some-
eh?
Keep
Some
going.
people think that in its entirety, if no one complained about Jar Jar as hard as they did, he would have been maybe some Sith Lord
yes,
thing.
that
It's
is-
late.
that-
We
I
all
hate
saw
that
that.
theory.
We all saw that video
good
where that
theory.
theory, and it's a great ass theory.
I
It's
hate
a
that
very
video
good
so much.
theory.
Where you see
There's
some of the shit where he's
facts.
mouthing things, and you're
Yeah,
like,
I hate that
what?
video. I hate that video so
even
much.
before that video, when I saw that, I
Yeah.
was like, "What the fuck is this Jedi shit that this guy's doing? What
You're
is
all
this?"
falling- You're
Nah,
all
man.
drinking the Kool-Aid, Luke.
No,
Yeah, man,
Brian.
that's a
I
good
was-
Kool-Aid.
I made
Brian-
the Kool-Aid, Brian. I
Brian,
made it
a
at
light blue-
home.
Yeah, that's that light blue Kool-Aid. The the one that tastes like
This doesn't taste so bad.
Yeah.
But
That was a
I
great
think-
theory.
I
man.
think
love
one
that.
thing I do like about the current Star Wars stuff is that, maybe most of the people that had the big anger about Jar Jar and Hayden Christensen, they're kind of coming down now, and these guys can kind of come back and do
Yeah.
things. And it's,
they're more mature, so they
no,
can
I know for Star Wars they had they had a game show, a Star Wars game show, and the guy that plays Jar Jar
Yeah,
is
was
kind
the
of
host.
back is hosting it.
yeah.
So and and it's kind of okay, and then Hayden Christensen's back, and people aren't they're just kind of okay, we're kind of over ourselves and we're calming down a little bit. You know, so like little redemptions for the people
I think,
that just got
you know,
shat on for no reason for
and
taking a job.
Ewan
Well,
McGregor
no,
also
Christian
said it.
Stin did a bad job.
McGregor said it too. He said it at one point. He was joking. He was just like, it's nice to see all the love. I wish these fans had been around when we were making the first films.
Oh yeah,
Those reviews made me think we made the worst films on earth. Like, and I was just like, damn, dude, I can only imagine being an actor and not being able to hear from the fans because social media didn't exist the way it does now. So really the only feedback you get is like the trades and all the reviewers, and they're all just like, Lucas shits on the franchise. Lucas destroys his own legacy. You're like this young Ewan McGregor did Train Spotting. You're just like, what the fuck did I sign up for?
I'd be the first person answering the back. Lucas destroys his own legacy. Says you, motherfucker. Oh man, I'd call like there'd be no Twitter. I just called you, be like, "Oh, so I saw what you said."
Yeah,
I just like to say, you little.
Straight up. You know what's funny? I saw Ewan McGregor have an interview. It's one of these like popular British interviewers and whatnot, and he was telling a story about how he was in LA and he gets
Graham Norton because it's almost always Graham Norton.
I don't know the names, guy, but sure.
Graham Norton.
But he's driving his car with his daughters, and someone cuts him off. And so he ends up like speeding up to the guy because like it was like really bad. It was like he's described as like some like 60-year-old kid who was driving his dad's like fancy car or whatever.
So
and he starts screaming like he drives up and his daughter's like, no, don't. And he starts lacing into the guy like, you're an idiot, you're a fucking idiot. Why would you do that? And he's like, but I could see in that guy's face that the only thing he could think is Obi-Wan fucking Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi fucking bitching me out like
yeah, forever just Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah,
I know there was another interview he was doing where something happened on the set, and I guess someone was dressed up as Darth Vader, and he still freaked out. Like him, the actor, freaked the hell out because he's like, and he's like, Jesus Christ.
Like, can you imagine though, growing up watching these movies, and then there's a guy on set, 6 feet tall, just 6'5", just walking,
you hear
and
the breathing
like this to you, and even though he can't actually do anything, you feel a slight pressure around your throat because you're like, I'm telling you, psychosomatic, baby.
Imagine being the actor who's wearing the Darth Vader costume, how much you have to stop yourself from just constantly pretending to do it to people. Because if it was me, I'd just be like walking around and be like, well, I ain't going on set until someone fakes it.
That's like Ewan McGregor and them were saying how they had to be told to stop making it zoom down with the lightsabers because they would be on set and there's no sound and they would be like zoom, and they had to tell them, Ewan, we're picking up the lightsaber sounds.
Please stop
making lightsaber
fuck up. Shut up. Stop making that noise.
I think that also happened in Once Upon a Time in Mexico, the third Desperado movie.
Okay.
Where Antonio Banderas, every time he shoots, you see him.
Oh.
So if you watch the movie again and you see him doing this, you'll see his mouth go.
What do you mean third Desperado movie? Where's Desperado 2?
Sorry, so there's El Mariachi, then there's Desperado, and then there's Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Yeah.
So technically,
that's El Mariachi. It's not Antonio Banderas.
Yeah,
it's another actor, and they replaced that actor. And actually, that actor is one of his buddies in Desperado. Like he has those two buddies that come with those other suitcases.
Yeah.
The guy with the double machine guns.
Oh yeah,
he's the original Desperado from the original movie.
Okay.
That's why in the beginning of Desperado, you see him like freak out in front of this like guy all dressed in white. That's the bad guy at the end of El Mariachi.
Oh, interesting.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's actually a really good movie.
Apparently, I need to watch this movie.
I know. I got to rewatch all of them.
I didn't know Desperado had a trilogy on some shit.
It's sort of a trilogy. Like Desperado is like a remake / reboot of the first movie, El Mariachi.
Oh, okay.
And then, it's the story of a legend. That's what it comes off as.
And then freaking the director does another weird thing where in Once Upon a Time in Mexico, there's a quote unquote second movie where he's having flashbacks of what's her name, Salma Hayek dying, but they
Yeah.
make it seem like you missed out on a second movie that didn't happen because they couldn't have Salma Hayek for the whole movie. They had her like for a little bit. So they're like,
Yeah.
okay, let's shoot this stuff and make it seem like there was a movie in between that didn't happen,
That
but
never actually. Oh
that
shit.
make it look like it did happen.
That
Like,
is
this guy-
rude. That would drive me crazy because I'd be like, wait, do I want to? Did I miss something? Like, you'd just be thinking you missed something watching this damn film.
Hey, you know what I've been catching TV shows doing previously on, and they show scenes that didn't happen in the last
Yo.
episode.
Oh,
Yo.
I've been like, no, when did that
Yo.
happen? I don't remember that. They've been doing that a lot lately.
You know,
Wow.
you know who used to, who used to do it as a joke. Arrested Development
oh
did
yes,
it as a joke,
yes.
and it was great when they did it as a joke because they just show you these random scenes, and you'd be like, oh, okay, that like you get used to it because you start to realize, oh, these scenes never happened in the show.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
you're right, Skinny. I saw a show the other day where they showed some flashback on previously, and I was like,
Never
that is
happened.
not how that scene played
That
out.
did not go down. Y'all are
That is
lying.
not how that
Why are
scene
you
played
lying
out.
to me?
Like they use alternate shots of the scene, but the shots are so different that it makes it seem like it's just something completely different. And I'm like, no,
Wow.
this isn't how the
It
episode
was. I think it was Snowfall. It was Snowfall that they did that, and I'm just like, but that didn't happen in the last episode. What are you talking about?
Why are you
and
lying
it
to
didn't
me?
even happen. And the thing that's annoying is it didn't even happen in like the last few episodes. It didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
It
The
didn't happen
worst
at
part is
all.
when you're binging some shit and you're
Yeah.
like, okay, but where did I miss that? And you're like, no,
Exactly.
you didn't. That just
Yeah.
never happened.
There've been times where I've watched shows and at the beginning when they do the previously, I because it says this happened, I'm like, oh, I must have skipped an episode. I go back and watch the last episode. I'm like, no, I saw this. I go back and watch a scene from the other one. Like, no, I saw this one. So then I start I'm not gonna rewatch 3 episodes. So I watched the whole episode. I'm like, no, this episode makes sense after that episode. I don't think I missed anything. And I hate that shit. It makes me mad. Sorry, Dave, what were you about to say?
No, I was gonna say on a step further than that. Sometimes there's like an episode that when it ends and then the next episode begins, and you feel like they cut out 10 minutes of the show that I don't understand how this connects.
Mm.
I caught it. It's happened once or twice in Young Justice, and I was like, no,
Yeah,
I
Young
watched
Justice-
episode, and then the answer never comes. So I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sitting
yeah.
there, I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I know
I
what
know
his
what you
answer.
mean.
That
and it
was
just
one thing
never
about Young
comes.
Justice that kind of bothered me with this last run. They definitely, because they kept doing these arcs,
Yeah.
like this arc, it really felt disconnected between some of the episodes. Like,
How
it
did
was-
that hot mess end this season? I just fell off. when
Horribly,
Homeboy fell-
without a conclusion.
Yeah.
I fell off when
Uh,
Homeboy went into lava, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's simply-
that's when you leave it. At
Yeah, it said because that whole last arc is all just dealing with the ramifications of his death.
Is he
They
still
Dragon Ball Z the shit out of the show after that.
Goku gets his license.
Straight
On
up.
the
No,
next
but I'm
Dragon
talking about
Ball.
like that's the mourning period for the rest of
Yeah.
the show.
Oh god.
And like,
damn.
dude, at one point, I'll say this: Metron is a petty asshole. Like at one point, you realize that Metron is doing stuff just to get revenge on people, and you're like, "Damn, dude, that's cult." Like, I get it, I understand why he's mad, but it was just disrespectful when I realized what he was doing. He like set someone up to die, and I was just like, "Oh my god!" So, Metron's a beast. That man is insane. Him in that chair.
And like the
Oh, the man
actual
oh,
outcome
wow,
doesn't
he's
make
petty
sense
like that.
either.
Say
No?
what, Dave?
Like the end doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it wasn't really good.
You tell me. Yeah.
Well, basically, he gets trapped into.
He
In
gets
rea-
trapped in the Phantom Zone.
He gets it trapped in the Phantom Zone, but then like apparently Phantom Zone madness that apparently only affects Connor because why it
No, there's
hypothetically-
others who got affected by the madness, but they just weren't there anymore.
No, but what I'm saying is like example, all the other people with Zod that you saw, they
yeah.
seemed pretty fucking normal.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? They
Yeah.
didn't seem like they just and the fact that he actually has memories, and at one point in time, it's clear that he was able to distinct between his actual memories and his memories in the Phantom Zone that were like
Yeah.
lies.
Mhm.
He figures that out and decides to still be a fucking asshole.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. Like Connor realizing who he is and then still being like, I owe my life to Zod. You're like, what? Like what?
Yeah.
No, you don't. Like,
when
that's
he
the point.
when he realized who he was and still said, I owe my life to Zod, I was like, what is happening? Why on earth would you still think you need to help Zod when you literally know everything that these people have been telling you, all your friends, is true, and Zod just didn't fill in the gaps in your memory.
And isn't Miss Martian there at
didn't
that point in time as well?
Miss what?
Miss Martian, she's there at that
Yeah,
point.
she literally touches his mind.
Yeah, so like at that point, you're like, your anchor of life comes to you and says, "Hey, let's snap out." No,
Yeah,
slavery to you. Like what?
Yeah. She full on touches his mind when they come out. They get attacked again. They go back to Earth. They leave her and her crew on the planet, and then he still works for Zod up until the point where Zod has him about to kill Superman, and that's when he finally snaps out of it and is just like, "Oh, I'm not going to kill my brother." And you're like, "Okay,
Nope. Nope. I'm glad I didn't watch that.
cool
That's
story,
too
bro."
bad.
Sad how that show fell
That's
off.
so
It
sad.
was a hard nosedive. It was
Yeah.
like it's Young Justice season 3 nosedive.
Season 3, Outsiders was okay, but
No,
season
no, no,
4,
no,
I
no,
just
no.
wasn't feeling it.
No,
You're
sorry.
talking about Titans?
You're
Titans.
talking
And
about
then I
Yeah,
was like, wait a minute,
Titans.
I said the wrong word. Titans.
Yeah, that's
That
bad.
type of
That's
nosedive.
bad. We got a little bit of news. Geek news and rumors. I feel like the first thing that we should tell people, if you are fans, the Wonder Man series is coming. Wonder Man, oh, Skitty's face is so excited. So Wonder Man, if you guys know, pretty awesome character in Marvel, and they are developing the series with the Shang-Chi and the Legends of the Ten Ring filmmaker Destin Daniels Cretton has teamed up with Andrew Guest, a writer-producer, on comedies such as Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Community to tackle a live-action series featuring the longtime Marvel character Wonder Man.
Let's go.
I'm excited for the character.
go.
The only thing that sucks is, and shout out to my buddy because I know he's going to appreciate this. I think the best person to play Wonder Man is the one person who would never do it, Tom Cruise.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Why?
As Wonder Man, the guy who's like an actor, who's kind of full of himself.
Yeah, but I can't see him
Oh, it's
flying
too
around
meta.
and doing crazy shit.
That's it.
However, they are going to introduce Hank in this, so I'm excited.
If Tom Cruise does this, they're gonna launch him in the air so he looks like he's flying. For
Yeah.
real.
100%. He's gonna be like, I'm getting my own wings.
No, Wonder Man needs more bulk, a little bit bulk to him. He's homeboy's too skinny.
I mean, Tom Cruise can
He's a bit
put
old,
on
too.
a little
Bulk it
bit of a
up.
muscle and just
Like-
wear tighter shirts.
Nope.
Nah,
I
he's a
want
bit
someone
old. His
bulky.
pecs are a little bit.
Give me dude who plays
Weird.
Sabretooth in those crappy Wolverine movies.
Liv Schreiber?
Yeah.
No.
Really?
Liv
Liv Schreiber?
Wonder Man?
That's a horrible
Yeah.
suggestion.
Get out of
What?
here.
What's
No,
wrong with
Ray
you?
Donovan?
You're
Ray
out of
Donovan?
this.
Yeah.
No.
Nah, dude.
Like, no.
Ray
Nah.
Donovan is not
That was
Wonder Man material.
Ray Donovan's
Wonder Man-
to me.
He's a good acting Sabretooth, but he's not a Sabretooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
He's
mean
not-
he's not
he's
playing Sabretooth.
and-
He'll be
and-
playing Wonder Man.
And I'm
You need
sorry,
someone
like
who's a pretty
anytime
boy.
we think of Sabretooth, we don't want
Let me look up
we
Liv
want the
Schreiber.
90s cartoon Sabretooth, the one
Yeah,
that's just
pretty
throwing Wolverine around like
Yeah,
a fucking
yeah.
rag doll. That's what we want.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
The,
That's why
the
you
one
get
that's just
him
kind of
as Wonder
strapped
Man.
up. Oh, Professor X, can you help me out? Ah, I'm the monster inside the fucking house. Ah.
Okay, honestly, let's cast this. Who could play Wonder Man? You need an actor in what? Their 30s? Male actor
Mhm,
in their 30s.
mhm.
That's not too popular right now. Cuz you don't want it to be so popular that it doesn't feel right for the role.
Omar says Henry Cavill.
Oh, no.
No.
Too
Henry
much.
Cavill's more just give him the Captain Britain
The
like they've been
brother
saying for 10 years.
who's the brother from that the two guys who fight like vampires and-
Supernatural.
supernatural
Oh, ill.
Oh,
no,
Jensen
no,
Ackles?
no,
the
no,
long-haired one.
What?
Oh.
The
other
You cut
one.
his hair and I think that would work.
The one on the not Supernatural. He's talking about. Are you talking about Supernatural?
I'm
Yeah,
talking
he's
about
talking about Supernatural,
Supernatural.
and it's
Oh,
not
for sure,
Jensen
sure.
Ackles, it's
The other guy.
Jared Padalecki. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Jared Padalecki.
No, not that
Hey,
guy.
no
What
way.
about those? What was that Vampire Diaries? Those two brothers. The old. motherfuckers.
Oh,
That's
oh,
what
I
I'm thinking
hate
about.
that. I hate that. You're right.
What
I hate
about
What?
Jason Sudeikis?
Ew, no.
Really? No.
No.
Jason's a
No,
little
no
too
Jason
old for the
Sudeikis.
role, but
Oh,
I was
okay.
gonna
you
say
know what, though?
ridiculous things.
Hold on.
Ian Somhander, is that his name?
Jaws isn't wrong though. Like Sudeikis is the right energy for the role, but he's not the right look.
Ian Joseph Somerhalder, that guy.
Okay, you have to put up a picture because I don't think anybody
Ah,
in the
God.
world.
What about
dude.
Steve from X-Force?
Ew.
The guy that played Steve and X from what was it? Deadpool 2. Just random normie.
No.
He had a good headshot.
That's so
Yeah,
that's
he
that's
did
like
have a
me saying like a young Steven Dorff. Like that doesn't make any sense.
But he had a really good headshot. Mike
someone
saying
just
J.
said-
Michael Straczynski.
This guy. I want this guy as Wonder Man.
Click on a picture to enlarge it because it's a little small. For anyone who's listening to the podcast, we recommend you just Google Ian.
Hey, he's not having the best hair here.
That guy?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does look like Wonder Man.
I'm sorry, he look kind of in this picture. He looks like Chris.
Skinny, can
Chris
you go
Pine.
down?
He looks like Chris Pine. In
Go
that
down
picture.
one more.
You
Skinny.
give this guy.
He has the right
The white one.
facial for it. That's for sure.
That looks like Wonder Man on set of a movie.
You just got to
looks
give
like
him a little
Blue
bit more
Steel.
bulk.
Yeah,
I don't know
So
him as well as you guys do.
Picture. I don't know the dude. I just think he looks like the role of Wonder Man.
Yep.
That looks
think
like
I-
No,
he's
I mean
giving us his
Wonder
best.
Man. I don't know Wonder Man well enough.
Oh,
to,
sorry.
to pass. Because
Wonder Man is an actor, right? That's his whole like. He's an actor. He's from the
Yeah.
West Coast. He's an actor, and he also has powers.
maybe the guy who is the
I just know he's on the West
from
Coast.
Iron Fist, the guy who is like his was his enemy, then the good guy.
Oh, okay.
You can't
I'm
double
sorry,
cast
Dave
that.
just hit it.
Oh yeah, the brother
Wade. Why? Wade? Was
Yeah.
was that
Wyatt.
Wyatt?
He's also in Ozark. He was the brother of
Yes.
what's her name?
You know what? That guy's too skinny, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
but he
was
could
skinny.
buff up easy.
put the muscle and let him do it because he's so good. He was so good that I want him to do it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try and look up a picture of him.
they-
Iron Fist.
I think he would be able to do it easily as long as he just buffed up a bit.
Was
John
he Wade?
Krasinski's already playing. What's his name? Mr. Fantastic
Fantastic,
already.
He
probably.
can't get all the roles.
Oh, yeah,
I feel like a lot of people
spoiler.
say his name when there's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Who don't you
I
know?
everyone
That
likes
guy.
dude
You're
so
like,
much.
He should
Oh.
be Captain America. He should be because he was trying to get that.
alternate universe Iron Man just because.
Wade Meacham. Wade Meacham is the character he played, and then the actor. Oh my God! Why is the internet so stupid? I type in Wade Meacham Iron Fist, and it doesn't once give me the actor. It gives me a whole bunch of random pictures of other people. It's like, guys, obviously, if I type in Wade Meacham Iron Fist, I'm not talking about the old ass comic book character.
Yes, you are.
2022.
But
Okay,
Netflix.
Netflix doesn't even want people to remember they did Iron Fist. They're so angry at that fucking thing. But yeah, this guy, I think Dave hit it pretty well. Like this dude is a pretty solid idea, if you ask me. I'm gonna post up the picture because he definitely does look the role, especially in this particular picture. Oh, cool! I can add an extra camera now. Look at all these weird things you can do when you want to share an image. Now that they've added. Okay, they changed. So I apologize to the people who are listening. They've changed the share feature. I just want to share my screen, but it was giving me problems for a second. Bong bong. So this dude.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think you could say this guy would be good in the role. Like he looks like Wonder Man. Like and I'm gonna look up a picture of Wonder Man now, but if you've ever read the comic book, Wonder Man is very much again just this kind of pretty boy. Like that's why when I was saying Tom Cruise is because Tom Cruise kind of has the energy of a Wonder Man character in Marvel.
Like young Tom Cruise, easy.
I guess he would be the character from The Mummy, where he's like very full of himself and cocky and stuff like that.
Right. Okay, so I found a poster of him. Let's see if the poster loads. Oh, it doesn't load here.
I wonder if he would ever do a villain in a Marvel movie. Tap into that. Tom Cruise. You tap into that Collateral character
No.
he did.
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
people said he was great in Collateral, and
He was.
But I feel like that's his one. Like, you guys want to say I can't do it? Here it is, and I'm never going to do it again because I am the good. I am your hero, but just so that you know, I can't.
Like just super unassuming, charismatic killer, and you just wouldn't see it coming.
So for anyone who is wondering, this is what Wonder Man looks like. Once again, if you guys are listening to this, go check out our episodes. You can hit us up on twitch.tv/geektasticcypher, or as always, you can go over to youtube.com/freeXagentsmedia and watch the episode. Or in the meantime, just look up these characters and actors that we're talking about. So like I said, Wonder Man, this is Wonder Man's look. He kind of has this very basic black suit with a big W on the chest, but also, again, he's kind of like an actor. And I actually don't remember what his powers are specifically, but
I know he has flight. He has strength,
I know he flies, yeah.
And I think he has some form of beams. I don't know if it's from his eyes or chest or hands or something.
In that image, it looks like it's all over him, kind of thing.
Yeah,
so
yeah. But yeah, I mean, I've only read like a few comic books with the character because, again, much like you guys were saying, and Jaws, you said it, he's a West Coast, and I didn't really read that many West Coast Avengers.
I only know him from like...
Oh, someone's saying Patrick Warburton. Mike K just wrote the guy who played the Tick, Patrick Warburton.
Oh, but he's very old. He's
much older now.
He's a little unfortunate. But you know what?
At least he got to play the Tick.
Yeah, and he played the Tick, you're right. But yeah, he has the right energy. Again,
animate it and make him be like Brock Sampson from Venture Brothers.
I would love that. I'd be so happy.
The things that I'm liking about the idea is like people are understanding the energy from the actors. Like everyone's naming pretty solid. Like Patrick Warburton would have been really good if he was a little younger. Like I feel like he would do a good job as Wonder Man. I say that only because
The Rock work
with who?
The Rock? Would he have that energy for that?
No.
Okay,
and also, I definitely think he's too big.
Yeah.
Like if Tom Cruise is too small, The Rock is way too big. You're going extremes there.
You know what? Chris Hemsworth's brother,
Liam. I think it's Liam, right?
Oh shit! Liam,
because I was about to say, well, if Chris Hemsworth never got the role, you could easily dye his hair and it would have been him. But like Chris Hemsworth's always going to be Thor. But his brother, who's slightly thinner than him and dark haired and whatnot, and has a similar sense of humor and stuff. Yeah, he would be able to do it too.
Former Miley Cyrus, Mr. Miley Cyrus was.
Oh, they got divorced?
I don't even know if they were ever married. I know they were together at one point.
The fact that she made a song called Wrecking Ball is ironic.
What?
Because she is a wrecking ball. She's saying it about other people, but she's the wrecking ball.
Oh, okay. Dave has some weird pent-up anger towards Miley Cyrus.
No, I just think it's ironic. I've always said that about people.
Hannah Montana you watched that made you this mad, but okay.
I didn't even know she was the same person. I thought they were two different.
Hey, Hannah Montana did what she was supposed to do. He didn't know she was the same person.
Remember, she wind up on a guy and ruined his career.
Oh,
huh?
Which one? I don't remember.
Robin Thicke.
Oh shit. Oh, is that one of the reasons that Paula got mad?
No, he like legit cheated on her.
Yeah,
like, It was legit. There was like another picture from that night that was like way worse. But he was performing the song and then she whined on him.
Oh boy.
He didn't go up to her. She came to him and he was just like, I can't. What the hell?
Yo, especially when you like to be performing with her and she does something like that and you know who her father is. Like, you know, like it's one thing if you don't know the girl's daddy, but you know Billy Ray Cyrus.
It's just weird.
Like, that's a weird thing to be like, I know who your pops is. Can we not do this? Like, I know it shouldn't matter.
Can you not take out your rebellion against the Disney company on me, please?
Yeah.
Can I not be a pawn in this?
Yeah, let's
not be a pawn.
Let's just stop this whole you pretending you know how to dirty wine. Go over there, please. Paula knows what she's doing, but Paula's also gotten in trouble. Well, didn't she try and make chicken one time and the internet roasted her because she did some weird, crazy, like clean off the chicken with lemon? And Paula, what's her last name? Patton, yeah. Paula Patton cleaning chicken. Oh yeah, see?
Wait, what would you?
As soon as you type in Paula Patton cleaning chicken, the video pops up. So Paula Patton at one point got in a whole bunch of trouble because she did a video where she was cleaning chicken, and it started this whole debate on the internet where everyone was just like, yo, you don't need to clean chicken. And then she was just like, you do need to clean chicken.
It's a cultural thing.
I know.
It's a cultural thing.
If anyone wants to watch that video, we're not going to play the video because the video is not all that great, but If you want to watch that video, just look up.
how,
Literally just
how
type
black
in.
are you? You're
Yeah.
so black, you clean chicken.
Literally just type in Paula Patton cleaning, and the word chicken will follow automatically.
So
Damn.
what you put lime? She put lemons on it too.
She did some weird shit that the internet roasted her for. I just remember days of seeing comments about
Oh my
Paula
god.
Patton doesn't know how to cook chicken. She doesn't know how to make chicken. Paula Patton responds to fried chicken recipe backlash. Like she had to react to it because the internet. Why did Paula Patton's fried chicken recipe break the internet? Like all this crazy shit. April. It happened in April. People go enjoy the stupidity.
That was this year?
Yeah, that was this year.
What? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it just happened. I just remember seeing people getting all crazy, and I was just like, "What happened?" And then when I clicked on it, I was just like, "Guys, just leave Paula alone." And then some people were, like you were saying, like some people were questioning her black card, and I was like,
"What do you mean?"
Yo, the
only people I know that talk about this are people that are like, darker skinned.
Yeah,
that are people of color. They're like, "Oh yeah, you're supposed to watch it." Now we were like, like I'm a chef. You're not supposed to because you're just spreading germs all over your kitchen. That's the reason you don't watch it.
I just know that I put mine in the little salt water and the little lemon and a little thing, and you just let it sit for, and you like
I do that with shark. My dad showed me to do that with shark. You cut your shark.
Shark.
Yeah, shark. You go
premium.
You get fried shark and all that stuff. So you get you cut up your shark. You get your lime. You cut that. You get your water. You squeeze the lime a little bit, put it in there, and you put the shark in there, and you just let it sit for a little bit, and then you come back and you work on it. That's it.
All right.
See, Wendell doesn't let them take a bite out of him. He takes a bite out of them. That's
honestly, I don't think I know anyone who eats shark. That's why
that's balls.
Look up fried shark. That's it.
I don't doubt for a second that you're doing it right, and I'm very excited to try shark now. Like now that you've mentioned it, I'm like, I want to try shark.
It's don't think like you're getting this big giant piece of great white. It's just little fillet,
little on a table chopped with the teeth.
No, you're not getting this big giant thing. No.
That's wild. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much, I didn't really have much news because we're gonna be back later tonight. If you guys haven't heard, we're gonna be chilling and talking with Megaran. That is gonna be a Twitch exclusive, and then the episode will go up on YouTube later. So if you guys want to check it out, make sure you tune into our Twitch. And as usual, we tell you guys all the time, our Twitch is over at twitch.tv/Geektastic Cypher. And I'm just going to put up right here. You guys can pre-order now at the megaranmusic.com. Giving a little shout out to Megaran because he's going to be on the show later today. So you guys can go pre-order if you if you want to go check out his music. The man has a lot of music. Trust me. If you just go to Megaran.
What time?
It's going to be, thank you.
Twitch.
10 p.m. tonight. 10 p.m. Eastern time. He's out west, so it's going to be 7 p.m. Pacific time. So 10 p.m. Eastern time here on the East Coast, Montreal, New York, Toronto, all the way down to Florida.
Shanks. Thanks for that.
10 p.m. And then for the folks on the West Coast, if you're in the Cali area, if you're the Phoenix area, all those areas out west, 3 hours behind Calgary, not Calgary, Vancouver, all y'all out there, it's going to be 7 p.m. your time. So I know some of y'all are from out west, and we appreciate that you guys tune into the show because it's a little earlier in the day. But this one's going to be at a time that's more convenient for you, 7 p.m. in the evening your time and 10 p.m. our time. So make sure you guys tune in at twitch.tv/Geektastic Cypher. And we want to thank you guys for tuning into the show this week. And I guess Skinny is going to come back a little bit later.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to add this one right now so you guys can see. That's twitch.tv/Geektastic Cypher. I'm going to leave that running as we sign off for the end of the show. Guys, anything you want to tell the people? Any special messages? Jaws, I know you usually have your sign off. Let's hit them.
I usually say check out Transformers Slag podcast on YouTube. I think there was also another one that I wanted to shout out with Aaron Archer. I'm trying to see if I can get that, but you guys can go through
Armada?
yours. Toy Armada, I think.
Yeah, Toy Armada.
Yeah, check that out.
Man. Definitely go check it out, y'all. We're done. That's it. We'll be back, like we said, 10 p.m. our time, 7 p.m. West Coast time. That's the whole show. We love y'all. Peace, everybody. Peace.